Greetings and salutations, my lovely little Bytelings. My name is Wiggy, and before I begin this video, I would like to point out that it's more of an update video rather than an actual news video. So this is a follow-up to the Twilight Spirits gameplay video I did. So if you haven't watched that video yet, you can if you want to understand what I'm talking about better, or I'll just briefly explain it to you. Twilight Spirits is a hyped up, newly released Action MMORPG, and like most games in general, they never live up to the hype. But in Twilight Spirits' case, it wasn't just down to poor gameplay. Twilight Spirits is riddled with errors, whether that's from trying to install it, from updating it, to actually getting past the login screen. I personally have encountered an error while trying to record our gameplay video for Twilight Spirits. While having errors or bugs isn't necessarily new to gaming, as most MMORPGs, or games for that matter, have errors and bugs. However, Twilight Spirits also suffers from latency issues and general lag. And of course, the random complaints that it's not in English. Although, I can agree I'd want it in English so I can understand what's going on. It makes sense that it isn't, as it hasn't been picked up by a Western publisher, thus the reason it's still in Chinese. And at the rate it's going, it may never be translated into English. So if you're unaware, it's currently available on Steam right now. Now if you go into Twilight Spirits' page on Steam, you'll see kind of what I'm talking about here. Out of 803 reviews as of making this video, 528 of them are negative, with 270 positive. And if you look closer at said positive reviews, they still have the same kinds of issues, but they look past it due to having fun gameplay, for instance. AKA, it's a fun game, but it'd be a lot better without latency issues, and etc. Although, surprisingly, no one really complained about the lack of character variation, so apparently that kind of thing just bothers me. So generally, the complaints were not around poor features or combat for that matter, so much as the complaints were regarding inability to actually connect to the game and play it, connection issues in general, and latency. Although due to all of this negative backlash, the developers have apologized for their less than stellar launch, and have stated that they're working on addressing these issues, and that their team is working on the following. Fixing the default graphic settings, as apparently there was an issue with latency due to graphic settings, and the fact that the graphics weren't actually set to maximum if they were set to maximum. Improving upon the guide and the general class/skill explanations in the tutorial section. While I didn't have any issue with this myself, I can see why they might want to make this a little easier for people. Although, with it still being in Chinese, I'm not entirely sure how that will all work. Allowing you to name your characters in English letters, which will obviously make it easier for English players to actually create a character. And optimize the experience of players and reduce lag. This is one of the big issues with Twilight Spirits, as if it didn't have so high latency, I could see a lot more people enjoying it, even with the limitations it has. How long it'll take for these changes to actually come to pass, of course, remains to be seen. So that's generally what I wanted to inform you guys about, as I felt this was relevant information to Twilight Spirits. So if you're thinking about playing Twilight Spirits, you know exactly what you're getting into. Now, I'm not saying Twilight Spirits is bad by any means. I actually had fun. However, I will make sure to point out if there are problems with any game that is being released. So if you would like to play Twilight Spirits, you can always go to the Steam page and look for yourself and see whether or not it's something you, personally, would like to play. Although, before I end this video, I would like to ask you guys, what do you think? Can Twilight Spirits be fixed, or what? Either way, guys, I hope you found this informative, even if it's not good news or anything. So, good day, night, or afternoon, wherever it is where you are, and I will see you guys in the next video.
We fell out of love like shooting stars, came crashing down, and we're building back up again now. I see your heart,